The Spokane City Council is expected to renew its contract with Spokane C.O.P.S after the city's Public Safety Committee met today.
Yeah, nothing was decided at today's meeting, and the nonprofit needs an extension in its funding to keep its doors open. Derek Strom is live in West Central Spokane. And Derek, you spoke to the executive director of C.O.P.S and council member Jonathan Bingle today. What did they tell you?
Kirsten, Derek, Councilmember Bingle says it's becoming more likely that the City Council will not renew Spokane C.O.P.S contract for any amount of time. The executive director of C.O.P.S admitted today that there's enough funding for another couple months, but not enough to keep C.O.P.S open long term.
If we are not extended money, then essentially as of midnight, December 31st, we're out of business.
Spokane C.O.P.S is on the verge of closing its doors because its funding from the city of Spokane may not be renewed. The contract expires at the end of this year and accounts for just under $470,000. That money allows the nonprofit to operate programs for fingerprinting, neighborhood watch, and IDs for missing kids in Spokane.
We're still in scramble mode because once again, this all kind of came on us, not totally out of the blue, but a little bit. You know, there's always some saber rattling and that sort of thing when budgets come around.
Executive Director Jeff Johnson says Spokane C.O.P.S still has over $200,000 in the bank, which would keep it going for 1 to 2 months. The city of Spokane has sent out a request for proposals, which would allow C.O.P.S to apply for funding, but that process could take time.
We alerted C.O.P.S that our intent was to move to that RFP process, and of course, we assumed that they would apply. We encouraged them to apply as well, and so we still maintain that we're going to go through that.
HUD says the RFP process could take weeks or months, and other organizations would be able to apply for that funding as well. Johnson says they could look for other funding sources, but it prefers not to have a partnership with the city without any funding included.
Are we going to contract with the city to do something for free that they paid us to do? Or I don't know. I don't know. What would the replacement organization be doing?
Now, the City Council does not have funding for Spokane C.O.P.S on its agenda for tonight's meeting or its next meeting. Applications for the RFP process will open within the next few weeks. Live in Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.